What's going on, people? Tonight, I'm going to be talking about window tint. So I got my car tinted the other week, and I figured, why not make a fucking video about it and upload it to YouTube, and 5 fucking people will watch it. Winning! In this video, I will be talking about tint, prices, and what I recommend. Let's go! Alright, so this is Flex Film Nanocarbon 20%. And I've got it all the way around. Oh, fuck! Fucking pole right there. Alright, so except the windshield. Got it all the way around. Now, later I'm going to be talking about the different types of tints. But first, a little backstory. Before last week, I did not know that there were different kinds of tints. I thought there was just one kind of tint. And that's because the shop I was going to, they only had dyed film. That was it. So you roll in, you get out, he comes and asks you what you want. You tell him what you want. He asks you 35, 20, or 5. That's it. Since I got a new car, I went to a new other shop that was right down the street from where I usually go, but I don't know how long they've been there because I didn't know they were there. So I was like, yeah, let me try these guys out. So I walk in and, I'm standing at the counter. The guy comes from the back. He's like, hey, what can I do for you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking to get my car tinted. And he's like, okay, what percent do you want? And what kind do you want? I was like, well, I want 20%, but what do you mean, what kind? And he's like, we got your traditional dyed film. We have your nanocarbon, and we have your carbon ceramic. And I was like, how much is the ceramic? And he's like, that'll be close to 500. I was like, holy crap. It's like I hadn't gotten a window tinted in like 5 since or a car tinted in like 5 or 6 years. So I was like, wow. I was like, all right, well, what about the this one right here, the one in the middle? He's like, that's 350. I'm like, all right. And he's like, and here's what it does. Apparently, the nanocarbon absorbs heat. The traditional dye tint does not, but it only absorbs minimal heat. Now, the ceramic absorbs a lot of heat, but I was thrown off by the price. So I opted for, the middleman, mid-grade, the 350. Do I regret it? Do I wish I could go back and throw in $100 for the ceramic? Yes, I do, because I live in fucking Alabama. The summers down here are brutal. They are brutal. And I've got minimal heat absorption, but if you want like the best of the best, get ceramic. It costs more, but like I said, am I going to keep this? Yes. It's a waste of money to go get it removed and ceramic put on. That's just a waste of cash. So am I going to keep this? Yes. It does offer minimal, heat reduction or heat absorption, whatever. But not as much as ceramic tint does. You might ask, do I recommend this? Yes, I do, if you're on a budget. I was on a budget. But I should have scrounged together the extra $100 and gotten ceramic. But if you're on a budget, this will work. It's more aesthetically looking than ceramic from what I've read. I've never seen ceramic in person on a car, so I don't know. I'd never even seen nanocarbon until, I got it because I didn't know it existed. It's kind of reflective. I like it. Anyway, time to go upstairs and explain the different tints. Alright, here are the different types of tints. I'm going to go from most expensive to least expensive to obsolete. So, nano ceramic. It gets an A+. Why? It's a shitty A+. Alright, nano ceramic. It gets an A+. Because it absorbs the most heat. There's different kinds. You have to look into it. Some absorb 98, some absorb 88. It's measured in infrared light. That's the stuff that makes you hot. Oh, nanocarbon. I'm giving it a B-, and that's what I have downstairs is nanocarbon. Basically the same as ceramic, except it doesn't absorb as much IR light. And it's also a little bit darker from what I read than the ceramic is. So basically if you're looking for a little heat rejection and some good looks, go with the nanocarbon. If you want maximum heat rejection, without a little bit of the aesthetics gone, go with the A+ up here. Now traditional dye film. That's what I've had on my last 3 cars because I didn't know ceramic and carbon existed. I think I've said that a few times in this video. So traditional film, it does not offer any IR light absorption. Now, it does 99% UV, but so does these other two. There is a difference between IR light and UV light. I'm not going to go into that. You can Google it yourself. Traditional dye film, it's good looking. Oh, I forgot to write it. Fuck. Alright, and then we have metallic. Don't know too much about it. It's not really used anymore. It has metal in it to reflect the sun, but it's not used anymore. It interferes with GPS and cell phones and shit. So a lot of places, stopped, putting it on cars. So that makes it obsolete. Then we go to foil. I think these two are the same thing. Could be wrong. Let me draw some arrows. But the foil was used back in the day, 1970s. And it is also obsolete. Fucking obsolete. And lastly, we have the new kid on the block. Electric or electronic film. I don't know which one it is. It's one of those. Anyway, it's new and it's really expensive. I paid $350 to have my nanocarbon installed. It was $450 to have the ceramic. This stuff, if you can even find a shop to do it for you, you're going to pay for the full car $1,200 to $1,400. Yeah, it's ridiculously expensive. However, the benefits are you can change the tint at the push of a button. Amazing. Amazing. I'm done. No, I'm not. I got to continue the video for another few minutes. Yeah, you wire it up to your car and you put it on your window, and you can turn it off and your windows are normal, and you can turn it on and your windows go tinted, depending on, and I guess it depends on what percent you buy, what percentage they have. Places will have different percentages. That might be something to check out in the future. All right, so now we have the different types of tint that are most commonly found here in Birmingham. 5% limo, very, very dark. I forgot to write very dark. Let me just fucking duck. I had 5% limo on one of my cars some years back, and it sucked. Driving at night, daytime was fine. Driving at night sucked. Had to roll the window down sometimes to see what the fuck. 20%. That's plenty for me. That's dark enough for me. You know, it's great. That's just all I can say. 20 is like the middle ground. And then you have 35. It's light but still a little dark. This is what's considered legal in most states. However, depending on what state you live in, your mileage may vary. And then there's 50% and 70%. Now, what these percentages mean is visible light transmission, how much light can pass through. Limo allows 5% light to pass through, and 20% allows 20, going all the way up to 70. I don't think it goes past 70, but it might. And the lower the number, the darker it is. The higher the number, the lighter it is. And that's about it for this video. If I got anything wrong, oh well. If I left anything out, I'm sorry. Until next time.